Welcome. This is week 23's homework solution. This is Thursday, February 7. It says to simplify the expression. Okay. Number one, we have 2m squared times 2m squared. Okay. So I'm going to deal with the variables first, or the numbers, the constants. Okay. I have the 2 to the first power and 2 to the first power. When it multiplies, the exponent what? Add. Okay. So it's 2 to the power 1 plus 1. Here, on the right-hand side, you have m squared and m squared. So you add the power. So it becomes m2 plus 2. And the 2 is to the power 1 plus 1. So you simplify. 2 to the second power and m to the fourth power. Number 2, m4 times 2 m to the negative 3 power. Again, you have to add the powers together. Nothing happens with the 2 here, so leave it alone. You have to worry about this m to the fourth power and this m to the negative 3 power. Right? Same base of m, so you add the exponents. 4 plus negative 3 is 1. So the answer is 2m to the first power. You could also write it as 2m. Next, 4r to the negative 3 times 2r squared. You multiply the 4 and the 2, right? 4 times 2. And the r's, because it is the same base of r, the exponents add. Same base of r, so the exponents add. So it's r, the exponent is negative 3, you add it to the 2. Negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1. How did I get the 8? 4 times 2 is 8. Number 4. Same thing here. 4 has to be multiplied by 2. The exponents here, n to the fourth power and n negative 3, you add the exponent. So it is n 4 plus negative 3. Again, you are adding the exponents because they have the same base when you multiply them. 4 times 2, that becomes 8. 4 times 2 becomes 8. The exponent for the n plus negative 3, which is 1. So it's 8 times n to the first power. 5. 2 times 4, okay, and n k to the fourth power, and that's multiplied by k to the first power. Again, same basis of k, so you add the exponents. So 2 times 4, and here k to the 4 plus 1, so 2 times 4 is 8k to the 4 plus 1, which is 5. 6. Be very careful. 2 times 2 is the first one. Then you worry about the x. Again, you add the exponents. So it is x 3 plus negative 1. Then the y, negative 3 plus 3. Right? I just wrote it right here. Yep. It's still that. So, worry about the x. So x 3 plus negative 1, which is 2. Y 3 plus negative 3 is 0. Okay? Anything to the 0 power is 1. Y to the 0 power is 1. X squared remains the same. 2 times 2. 2 times 2 becomes 4. X squared. How do I get the x squared? It comes from the x to the power 3 plus negative 1. Remember, the y 0 becomes 1. Anything multiplied by 1, it's itself. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and is that 6? Did I type that wrong? Let's see. Oh, that should be 12. I'm sorry. That should be 12. Okay. Alright, simplify the expression. Okay. The first one, 2y squared times 3x. So, nothing happens to the 2 and the 3. They just multiply together. Y squared remains the same. There's no other y here. There's an x. That's why it's in black. Nothing changed. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times x, y squared. Alright? There's nothing else here to combine. Here, we have a 4. Anything here? Nope. We have a 4. Then, let's look at the v. We have v cubed times v. So, you add the exponents. So, it should be v, 3 plus 1. Anything happen to the u? Nothing. So, again, 4 remains the same. V to the power 3 plus 1. That should be a 4. Nothing happens to the u. Your answer should be 4 times v to the fourth power, u to the second power. Okay, here you would say 4v squared. No, 4v to the fourth power, u to the second power. You could also say squared if you want. Next one. 4 times 3, a to the 3 minus 4, and b 2 plus negative 3. That's what happened. Again, let me repeat that. 4 times 3, right? You worry about the constant, then look at the variables. A here, so you combine the powers. 3 plus negative 4. B and B, you combine the powers. So 2 plus negative 3. Do some addition. You know what 3 plus negative 4 is. It becomes negative 1. You know what 2 plus negative 3 is. Negative 1. 4 times 3 gets you your 12. A to the negative 1, B to the negative 1. This is very improper, but I'm going to explain to you this next week on how to change this, okay? Hint, hint, the final answer should be 12 divided by AB. 10. X squared, y to the negative 4, times x cubed, y squared. Alright, x and x are here. What happens to the exponent? You add x to the 2 plus 3. Then you have y. Exponent here is negative 4. Add it to the 2. Right? Again, when you multiply, right, here, the exponents you add if they have the same base. X2 to the 3 becomes x2 plus 3 is x to the 5. Y, negative 4 plus 2, negative 2. Your final answer is x to the 5th power, y to the negative 2. In reality, next week, I'm going to show you the final answer is supposed to be x to the 5th power divided by y to the 2nd power. But that's good the way this is. Let's look at 11. X squared, or x to the 2nd power, to the power 0. Power of a power, you multiply. 2 times 0, which is just 0. So x to the 0 is just 1. Okay, this is really 1. Anything to the 0 power is automatically 1. 6. The negative 4 is distributed to each term. So 2 to the negative 4 power, x, right? And it's 2 times negative 4, so nothing changes. 2 to the negative 4 power, and x is the negative 8 power. How do I get the negative 8? It comes from the negative 4 times the 2 on top of, as the exponent of x. Alright? So this is really number 12, okay? But there you go. Those are all your homework solutions.